What's up, YouTube? Just a quick update. This is Shadow. I don't think you got to meet her. She's the little kitty cat that we found in the middle of the street when it was below freezing one night. I caught her when she was pooping. So I had spent about 30 minutes like creeping and crawling and like trying to get a hold of her in people's front yards because that's where she kept running, playing peekaboo under her car, and she would like try and get close and then run away. And then finally when I was giving up, my wife goes, "She's taking a shit!" And I was like, bet. So I run up to her, crouch down, grab a hold of her while this cat is actively pooping in between me right now. And when she finished pooping, I just picked her up, took her home, and she's been our cat ever since. Everybody that's come over and met her has tried to take her home, but we won't allow it, even though she gets on our damn nerves sometimes. So she's just learned that we have chickens. So this is the chicken brooder. And the only place that I've been able to keep it, where she and the dogs wouldn't be able to get it, is on this new little island that I have not finished building in the kitchen. It consists of 2 cabinets with some leftover piece of countertop that I had. It's not quite big enough, that's why that's uncovered. Don't look at that. But last night she has learned that she can jump on top of this countertop. And she's trying to get to the chickens. So far, she has not gone in there. She just pops her head over and she just looks and watches the chickens. I don't know how to stop it. We've been putting stuff in here trying to like barricade it so she can't jump up on there. And again, so far she hasn't gotten in there, but I will fuck you up. Okay? So if she gets in my chickens and she does anything to them, she might be getting a new home. I don't know, we'll see. So that's Shadow. She's a good baby. She's a good baby. We like her. So far, we're gonna keep her. Yeah. So that's Shadow. Just a little update. You know, last week was... Oh, she sheds. Last week was not fun. My brother pissed me off. I'm still upset about that. And then I had my mediation, which did not go anywhere near as I had anticipated. And I truly believe that my attorney and their attorney and the mediator all had a conversation prior to... See? Prior to me getting in the video chat. Because why was it a video? I'm watching you, Shadow. Because he called me earlier than he was supposed to and told me, he's like, you know, I think they're only going to pay about this. Which is like $5 fucking, nowhere near what I intended after over a year of pain, no more medical treatment, loss of my career, but whatever, I digress. He was like, yeah, they're going to pay you $5. They ended up paying me $5 damn. How'd you know that? Cat? Shadow? How'd you know going into it? Because I've got a feeling it's not just years of experience dealing with my company. But I digress. There's nothing I can do about it now. I'm not allowed to share that number. I can discuss everything else because I asked that question because I had been improperly informed about a lot of things. One of those things being that I was going to have to sign a non-disclosure, couldn't even talk about the injury, nothing. No, the only thing I can't tell you is what I paid out. That's it. I can tell you anything else. Just can't tell you what they paid. So... yeah, that was a crock of shit. That sent me into a mental spiral. Not a good time. Not a good time. I spent the entire next day in bed. I was like, fuck this shit, man. Fuck it. And then the next day, which was a Thursday, my grandfather wasn't doing too well. Would not let us take him to the hospital. And I'm like, dude, like, you want to live. You want to get treatment, but you don't want to go to the hospital. Like, there's nothing else we can do. And so, my mom has officially moved in, and so she was here. I told her and my wife to go to bed, because my wife had to work the next day, and I was going to sit up for a while. I sat up, he seemed to be okay. I go to sleep. I'm not even asleep half an hour, and he calls me. His oxygen was 64%. 64. And he's struggling, and he's like, I'm okay. I'm like, no, you're not, dude. Like, no, you're not. Doesn't want to go. And I'm like, okay, well, let's check your blood pressure. And if it's what I think it is, you are going. Like, it's not even a question anymore. Like, you're going. Sure enough, it was about 200 over 100. And I'm like, all right. So I go, I wake my mom up. And I come back and I told him, I'm like, I'm calling. I'm like, I'm calling 911. Because you're not walking to my car where you're going to have a fucking brain aneurysm or some shit. Or freaking become so hypoxic you crash. Like, I'm trained in CPR, but I don't want to do it on you. I really don't want to do it on a family member. Fortunately, I've made it this far in life where I haven't had to. Let's not start now. Let's not test fate, okay? We have already flipped off the Grim Reaper too many times, and I did it my entire career. Let's not. So, as I'm calling, my wife gets him to agree to go, and, you know, we're getting a couple things moved out of the way, so we got easy access for them to carry him out. I don't know what they're doing. And I opened the front door because I started seeing lights flashing in the window, and I saw something down there on my porch. And now it's, by the way, it's like 2 a.m. It's a little after 2 a.m. And my porch light's not very bright. And I'm like, what is that? And the only thing I could think, because I was so tired of, something's pretty down there. What is that? And I'm like, looking, and then finally a light bulb goes off, and it's like, dumbass, open the door and see. And so this is what I find at 2 a.m. is these flowers. And so I carry them in, get them out of the way, put them on the stove, and I told my wife, I was like, did you get me flowers? She goes, no. I said, well, go read the card, because I didn't have time. And she comes back in, she's like, you're going to have to go read that card. And I'm like, why? Like, why can't you tell me what it says? And that's because the card said, bent, not broken. Every day is a new day. And I'm like, okay, so this is one of, like, the 3 of you that watch my YouTube video who done it. And nobody went on up to it. I'm like, okay, so I have a stalker. Okay, that's cool. Been there, done that. Let's not do it again. But I'm like, it's somebody that has my address. Who is it? And I'm like running through the list of people that have my address. And I'm like, it's somebody that has my address but watches my channel, but is also trying to be sneaky by not putting their name on it. And I'm like, it has to be either my wife's mom or sister. But I wanted to rule out people because my wife's mom wasn't owning up to it. She's like, I don't know. And I'm like, okay. Called all my friends, and now they feel bad. They're like, I should have sent you flowers. I didn't think about it. I'm like, no, well, don't. These aren't dead. Don't do it. But my wife's sister's the culprit, so thank you for that and for owning up to it to my wife. Really appreciate that, because the good thing about finding them when I did was I got to smell the roses before I went to the hospital that night. See, she just watches them. So yeah, that was really nice, and that honestly couldn't have been better timing. So thank you, seriously. Also, with 2 extra people living in your house, you kind of find things, and you don't know where they came from. And before I made this video, I had to move the cat deterrents, and I found this little white box, and I started unwrapping it, and I start seeing this. Why did my head immediately go to butt plug? It's not. I mean, anything is if you're brave enough, but I don't. It's a little rock Christmas tree. So the only thing that I can think is that my mom bought this for my wife because she likes rocks, and they kept it hidden in plain sight in a box, and now we have a rock Christmas tree that I knew nothing about, and I don't know where to put it. But I threw the box away, so now she's got to find a place, because I'm trying to declutter. So, found that. My sourdough that I almost gave up on is starting to sourdough. Like, it's starting to bubble and, like, do the things, and this is taking entirely longer than I anticipated. And I didn't clean my jar last night. I will tonight. Like, I don't care. I'm not perfect. So, we're gonna be baking bread soon. Do not knock the butt plug off the counter. My plants, some of them are still doing good. Some have been meaning to put in bigger pots, but haven't had time. The chickens are still chickening. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Come here. I can't reach you. That was rude. Look at this. Look at this. Those feathers are coming. There's Ranger. The dogs have not tried to do anything. They just sniff. But look, the little feathers are coming in. And my nieces called me yesterday. They are, what, 3 and 6? And I told them, I was like, hey, Shell got something. Shell got a surprise. And so I pulled one of these out, and they're looking at it, and they're excited. And my sister's like, what is it? Is it a dinosaur? And they're thinking, like, you can see their heads spinning, trying to figure out what this thing is. And the 3-year-old confidently goes, it's a duck. And so now we have to get ducks. But look, the little tail feathers are coming in. Look at those wings. Did you poop on me? No. I still have not been pooped on. I know this. What are you doing, cat? I know it's coming at some point. So yeah, that's my little update. My grandfather should hopefully be coming home today, and so we're gonna go back to a little bit of chaos, but we finally got some assistance. We've got some people that should be coming in and helping out, and while they're doing that, I'm gonna try and do things. My brother and I were supposed to build the chicken coop this weekend. That didn't happen, partially because of my grandfather's health, and then partially because of the weather we had. They were calling for tornadoes yesterday. We were on a tornado warning. Y'all know my ass was looking out that window watching that wind, looking for a funnel cloud. Why? Because you know, in those tornado movies that you watched as a kid, you see the cow going around it. I wanted to try and be that cow yesterday. Not like in a suicidal way, but I just thought it'd be funny to like fly around. But we didn't see one, which is, I mean, honestly good. There was one a few miles up, but fortunately, from what I've seen on the news, nobody got hurt. But yeah, I would just like to chase a tornado. I think that would be cool. So maybe in my retirement, that'll be something that I do. I'll be a storm chaser or something. Probably take the cat with me and like offer her as sacrifice. I don't know. If she keeps trying to eat my flour and play with my chicken, she's probably going to be a sacrifice. So yeah, that's where we're at. I have a stalker. I have pretty flowers. The chickens are chickening. The cat is being a butthead, and the dogs are good. That's about all I got. So we're turning today into a bent day because I actually got up this morning and I had an empty house. And it was really peaceful. And I should have done all the things that I've been needing to do, but I just kind of like sat there and basked in the silence because I know that that's not going to last. So yeah, that's where we're at. Y'all have a bent day, not a broken day.